Town & Country Foods is proud of its tradition of providing excellent customer service and quality groceries at an affordable price. Town & Country Foods is proud to be locally owned and operated across the state of Montana, and they are proud to support Montana State Athletics. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned, and they have 9 locations serving towns throughout Montana. Town & Country Foods is in Bozeman, Belgrade, Helena, Livingston, Lewistown, Billings, and in Dillon. Their focus is on great food at a great price with a huge selection of organic and natural foods. For more information, visit tncfoods.com.
First of all, damn. I mean, honestly, like, what a season you have had.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. Sometimes I think sitting on
What you've accomplished this year, and I know it's like talking about individual things is not ideal when you're trying to win a tournament, trying to win games. But I mean, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, very exciting. I mean, obviously after last year, getting Defensive Player of the Year, you do have goals coming into the next season and things that you know you could have done better during that season, and you know what you have potential for, and to go and prove it is really special.
What's this been like, though, this run this year for you, and being able to really accomplish things maybe that you didn't even plan on accomplishing?
Yeah, I think just finding the confidence in myself. I think didn't necessarily have that last year. But just kind of finding a sense of I know what I'm capable of, and obviously having a strong community and team and coaching staff surrounding me made it very special.
I mean, the steals record, I think, has stood for like 37 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
For sure, yeah. No, that was a really cool thing to accomplish. It's been a part of my game for as long as I can remember, and just wanting to get the ball back for my team, and to be able to accomplish that is really cool.
I know everyone's journey is different, but it's never as easy as maybe it looks out on the court for spectators watching you, especially with where you grew up, how you grew up, some of the things you've been through as you grew up in high school, and some of the things that go with getting through high school and into the position you're in. How grateful are you for what has not been accomplished, but I guess how you've seen yourself grow through all those things to get to this place?
Yeah, it's a huge accomplishment. I'd say growing up, my dad in particular was very hard on me, and at times it was hard because it's like, oh, like, why is he so mean? And but having that hard push, I think, instilled in me. So I still have that insane hardness on myself where I never feel like I did good enough. And I think it's a hard thing to say, like, oh, you know, you're doing good and everything still, but I still, after every game, I don't think I did as good as people might think. So I think it's a hard mindset to have, but it also is a growing mindset for knowing that you can accomplish more.
You never look tired out there. Like,
Yeah.
I know I'm old and all, but I mean, thinking back to my days of playing ball, and I you know, like, watching you play, especially through the lens, because I can get in close and I'm paying attention to a lot of the details, and watching your eyes, I don't care where you're at, your eyes are always fixated on the ball to a point that I've not really seen from very many players, guys or girls. Like, and you never seem to get tired. Like, what's going on there? How are you accomplishing that?
Yeah, I'd say my parents joke I was running before I was walking when I was a little baby, right? And so I always had a knack for wanting to run, and grew up running 5Ks and just track, cross country, any type of running growing up. And I think being a multi-sport athlete in high school and really just throughout my whole life led to endurance. And I think that potentially had something to do with my ability to just not really get tired. I always ran cross country. I'm always running in my free time. And I think that really helps my game. And just with the speed aspect of track, it was very helpful.
You're running in your free time. Yeah, I hear you do track workouts like after practice.
Yeah, I got caught last year in my spikes, and yeah, they were like, "Oh, maybe we don't do that with spikes. We don't want shin splints." But yeah, no, I enjoy running. It's fun, it's peaceful, and it's a really good mental state.
Peaceful. I don't know if I've ever heard running described as peaceful. I know runners, I guess, they live in a different world. I love to work out, but running is just not really a part of the gig. And then I hear that you're running after practice. I hear that players have said that you're never bent over, like with your hands on your knees or tugging on your shorts. Are these myths?
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, yeah, I think it's, a mentality thing too. Like, if you're thinking about being tired too, like, yeah, you're going to be tired. But I think I just have never had like really a quitting type mentality where I'm like, I'm good. Like whether I was going to pass out or not, like I'm still playing, right? So yeah, for sure.
Well, it's like, you talk about leadership. A lot of people talk about leadership. A lot of times the real leaders are the ones that aren't talking about it. They're just out doing it. How do you view that role of people looking up to you and looking to you, especially when you're in the situation you are now where you're trying to win this tournament? And that there's been some struggles on the road, and there's been some ups and downs, games you guys maybe think you should have won, games you shouldn't have maybe lost the way you did. How do you look at that? How do you approach it?
Yeah, no, I'd say I'm also a strong believer in, I think, less is more when talking, honestly. I think when you're over the top trying to say stuff every second as a leader, it can get probably just honestly bluntly annoying. And you don't want to be that person, honestly. And I don't want to be that type of a leader, honestly. I don't really feel the need to. And I think it's more powerful if you're not saying something every second, and then when you do have something to say, people are going to look to you and actually listen to what you have to say, because it's not like, oh, here we go again, here she goes again, right? And I think being a leader where it's like, oh, I want to listen to what she has to say right at this point, and then when I'm on the floor, I want to do what it takes to win. I think hopefully, as a teammate, people are going to see that and hope that that's what they want to follow along and want to put into our team. And but yeah, I'd say I'm more of a go on the court, try to outwork people type of a leader, and a supportive teammate more so than hard on you, like I'm going to yell at you. I'd say I'm more of a want everyone to be their best and know that I'm there for them and motivating them.
Yeah. What's that feel like when your teammates are reciprocating that, and when those relationships are as good as they are right now? That's got to make you feel pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think anytime we get something going, defensively or offensively, I mean, it's us just coming together and flowing really well together. And that's the most fun I have, when everyone's just relaxed and playing well. Like, you're looking out for each other, you're reading each other. And I think that's the most beautiful basketball, when you're not thinking and you're just playing with a group of girls you love.
Yeah. You kind of get into that zone.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
For sure.
I'll tell you, let me give you the stat line. 67 points, 14 steals, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Do you know what that stat line's from? Your coach.
Yeah,
when she was playing overseas,
yes.
In Australia. Have you read her bio on the website?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago, but yeah.
When you know what she's done as a player, that obviously goes a long ways for other players. Can you talk about your relationship with her and how it relates to both the game and personally?
Yeah. Obviously, she's a competitive coach and, past player. I think you can tell just watching her coach. She's, getting on the refs if she needs to. I mean, she's going to do whatever it takes for us to, to do our best and win. And I think having a coach that has played at high levels is really important. So she's seen different aspects of the game, learned from different coaches, and I think having, you know, someone that's supportive to her team and someone you can look to and trust and talk to, I think she makes sure that we feel comfortable, you know, coming and talking to her about really anything. So I think that's really important. And obviously knowing that she's played at that level, it's good to know she knows what she's talking about.
When I was approached by a group of men, you know, really right out of our national championship appearance, I think they saw NIL as an opportunity to continue to allow our program to grow. And it was very well thought out of. At the time, they didn't just come up with this on a whim. I think they studied other institutions across the country at all levels to be able to do it right, to be able to implement it the right way, align themselves ultimately with Blueprint after talking, I think, with several outside entities on how it should be managed. All our intentions with the Bobcat Collective are in the right place, and that's the most important thing. You know, they're about continuing to promote our program, allowing our guys opportunities to help along with that. I think that's really important. It really, I think, has provided this give and take. You know, our guys are certainly benefiting from it, but then they're giving back at the same time, whether it's individual opportunities with particular businesses or just in general giving back through the collective to our community.
In recent years, we've been able to take the Big Sky Breakdown podcast series as part of Skyline Sports and Nuanez Now as part of ESPN MT on the road. We certainly could not have done it without our great friends at Town Pump. Town Pump has kept us fueled up all football and basketball season long. We've given you an opportunity to win Town Pump on both the Big Sky Breakdown and the Nuanez Now podcast, and they've helped us send reporters, photographers, videographers all over the Western United States. In January of 2026, Town Pump helped send us to Nashville so we could be on hand to cover history in the making as Montana State won their first championship in 41 years. Town Pump is an institution of Montana with conveniently located stores that have been Montana owned and operated since 1953. Town Pump is team-oriented and results-driven, and their entire business is based on being the best at providing customer quality and value, and therefore they value the customer above all else. Town Pump is always offering employment opportunities, and they have locations all around the Treasure State. To find out more about what Town Pump has to offer, visit townpump.com. Town Pump, Montana's best since 1953, and proud to be associated with Skyline Sports and ESPN MT.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
What is there about you that we don't really know? Well, like, what do you like to do other than running?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you like to do in your spare time? What are some of the things that motivate you outside of basketball, creatively and personally?
Yeah, honestly, I like watching movies.
Yeah? What's your favorite movie? Do you have a favorite?
I don't know.
Is it recent?
Yeah, well, I like comedy movies probably. I've been really into lately. So yeah, there's some funny ones. But yeah, I don't know. I think it gets busy when you're in college with basketball schedule and school. And so like just laying in your bed and watching movies is TV.
Do you cry
is
in
very
movies
fun.
at all?
Yeah, sad movies. I definitely cry. I definitely cry in sad movies for sure. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite sports movie?
Ooh, The Blind Side.
Okay.
What else?
Have you seen Hoosiers?
Yeah,
You like
that's a
Hoosiers?
good one. Yes, yep, that's a good one. Yeah.
I tell people I played pickup ball with Jimmy Chitwood.
Really?
In the movie, the guy Jimmy Chitwood in the movie, I played pickup ball with him in Newport Beach.
What?
Way back in the day. He drove up in like an old 82 Honda Civic. Thing was a wreck. And I didn't know it was him getting out of the car until he got on the court, and I watched this guy shoot, and I'm like, that looks like Jimmy.
What?
And I told my buddy, he's like, no. And then sure enough, it was him. And I picked him up for my team. And like, I was like 14, 15 at the time. I was playing with all adults, right? So I picked him up. I was like, we're going to win every single game with Jimmy. He didn't make a damn shot.
No,
I was so disappointed. They say don't meet your heroes. I was like, damn, Jimmy. Couldn't make one shot. He's a struggling actor. But anyway.
That's funny. That's funny, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about your family? And I know you touched a little bit about your dad, and how has that relationship evolved now that, I mean, I watch him on the sidelines or in the stands when you're out on the court, and I mean, he looks like the happiest man on the planet.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, so my mom, she's a school teacher, and she is on her 27th year as a PE teacher, which is what I'm gonna do. Wow. So yeah, she's super supportive. She's coached me through travel ball when I was younger. And then, yeah, then my dad, he was born in like Wyoming, and then they moved to Montana through Taco John's that we've talked about before. We opened it in Billings with my grandparents, and then, but yeah, I'm super close with my family, and then I have a younger sister that's at Montana Tech right now, and then my brother is a freshman at Laurel High School. So yeah, I'm super close with my sister. She's just a year and a half younger than me, so we've been super close. And then me and my brother, same, very close. It's kind of funny when you have those siblings that you're closer in age with your sister, so you kind of fight a little with your sister because she's close in age. And then, but me and my brother have never like had any arguments, so we're just like super great, perfect. But my sister's probably my best friend, so yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of things you go through in life, and a lot you've been through, but being able to look over and see them in the stands, and your sister cheering as hard as they are, and always having your back and as supportive as they are, how much does that fuel you in what you do and where you go in life?
Yeah, I think being, in Montana and playing for Montana, it's cool to have them be able to come to our games, and just all of our home games they get to come to easily. That makes it really nice for them, because obviously they've watched me play forever, and to see me do well at the college level, it's been cool. But yeah, no, it's cool to have like a family that really does support you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you guys talked about as a team? As like, we know you want to win, but like, what kind of specifics are you kind of focused on?
At least for me, it's obviously not any regular type of game, but for me mentally, I'm just like, well, it's a game. Like, we're gonna go out, play how we know how to play. I'm confident in our team's abilities. I'm confident in what we bring to the table as a whole, and offensively and defensively. And I think to just not kind of overthink the game and just go out and play and compete and play hard, because I know we can outwork any team we go against if we really mentally just go in and play hard. And I think since it is a tournament, you're kind of like, oh, I'm nervous. Like, and especially we have a lot of girls that haven't been at, a tournament like this before. And just keeping everyone relaxed and just confident. And I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I mean, you seem to have a lot of fun out there. I don't see you talking a lot of trash.
I know.
You're not a big trash talker, right?
No. I only
just let your play do the talking.
Yeah, I've only talked trash one time in high school, and it was because the girl said something to my sister. And I think siblings, you just trigger something. So yeah. Then I was like, oh, I gotta say something now.
Yeah. Well, it seems like, I mean, it really does come across when you're out there that you're having fun, and then I see you on the bench, and I saw I don't know which game it was, but I was getting ISOs of different players. And I was just happened to be getting an ISO of you on the bench, and I see you doing this, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I know.
And I look at the scoreboard, and of course it was 67 to.
Yeah, it's bad. I have like a bad addiction to 6-7, so yeah, I gotta tone it down a little bit.